Hello. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. So thank you to everyone who sent me messages just saying that you would love to hear from me and to make some more videos. Anyway, blah. Thank you for that. And here I am. So I want to share with you something that happened today. And I'm just going to start sharing when it feels right to share. But this feels like I have to share this. So at a certain point, I went for an eye test, the eye test. And it was years ago, if years even exist, even if that particular past existed. And I went to the opticians and I had my eyes tested. It was during COVID times. And they said at the time that I needed trifocals. So I needed, if you don't know what trifocals are, basically get the end of a Coca-Cola glass bottle and stick it on your eyes like this, and then stick another one. That's trifocals. But it basically means that you can see, that you need help to see close up, to see middle, and to see far away, right? And the optician that I saw at the time I said, oh, can I rectify this? And the optician said, no. Like, this is how your eyes are now. Like, that's it. Like, you can't reverse this. Maybe if you had an operation, you could consider it, but you can't do anything about this. You have to have the trifocals. And so I said, oh, okay. And I went home and I prayed and I said, please send me an answer to this, because I don't want to have to get seeing glasses. I didn't want to do that. I was like, I really want to be able to see clearly and I want to see beautifully. So can I have an answer to this? And that evening, a friend of mine texted me and said, I don't know if you've heard of this, but there's a fantastic conference happening in South America, which is all around the eyes. And I was like, wow, what a synchronicity. Anyway, I went to this conference, not in South America, that would have been cool, but online. I went to this conference and I listened to a couple of things and I reached out to this guy. Now, this conference was all around how if you start getting glasses, it's basically the deterioration of your eyesight, because you've committed, really. Like, if we look at it from a perspective of Christ consciousness, you've committed that there's something wrong, and then that's it. So, now you, as the God of your reality, has decided that there is something that is an issue. But at the time, I was like, maybe there's another answer to this. So I spoke to this one guy who talked about the eyesight being projectors. Now, I know that our eyes are projectors of our reality, and we're not seeing inwards, we're seeing outwards, and our reality is being projected from us out, and then we watch it like a movie, right? And so I was like, yeah, the eyes, this guy was like, our eyes are projectors. And I was like, that's the guy to ask. So I said, look, this is what they said to me. And he said, oh yeah, of course. He said, lots of people are having problems with their eyes during COVID because they can't see the future. So they can't see what's going to happen. So the eyes go bleary because, it takes over. The fear that is in there goes somewhere. Anyway, I let it go, and I didn't bother with the glasses, but I could feel at times that my eyes were not feeling great. But I just was like, no, I'm not going to believe this. Like, there has to be a way. So I'm looking around the room with my absolutely amazing 20/20 vision and really enjoying it. There has to be a way, and something's gonna show up, and I'm gonna see it. And then, of course, all the work, the Course in Miracles, Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, Florence Scovel Shin, Joe Dispenza, all of these different people turned up for me to watch all these videos and start trying to understand it and try to get it. And then I woke up to the I am, realizing I am the God of my reality. And we're going to talk lots about this. But I am the God of my reality. You are the I am. The I am is within you. And so we have the ego, which is an aspect of us, but we are the I am. So that's by the by. I mean, it's not. It's the most important thing, but it's by the by to the story. So I, as I was, going through the awakening to I am, my eyesight was going funny and my head was going funny, and all sorts of different things kept happening. And I was trying to ignore it all, because really when we're awakening to the I am, sometimes it can be, or it certainly was for me, a little bit like being Jesus in the desert, where the ego starts to taunt you in different areas to try and get you back, to try and pull you back into separation. Anyway, I went for an eye test, and this was really interesting. So I go into the room and she's like, so, at your age, you must be experiencing some issues. And I was like, nope. Can you just look at my eyes? She's like, well, are you noticing issues with this and this and this? And I was like, can you look at my eyes and see what you see? So she's looking at my eyes and she's doing the test and she's doing all of the stuff. And because I didn't want to have that conversation. And the reason I didn't want to have that conversation was I knew that my reality was reflecting me. So if I decide that my eyesight's perfect, then that's what it's going to be. Anyway, she tests everything and then she looks at all the health of the eyes and then, up and down the board and click, 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 click with all the lenses and all of that stuff. And then she goes, I am really jealous. Your eyesight is perfect. Trifocals to perfect. Trifocals to perfect. So I've set up another opticians test because I really enjoy these things. So I just really enjoy the practical essence of, or the practical kind of learnings within all of this work. So I set up another opticians test in 14 days at a completely different optician. And so I'm just going to go get my eyes tested again by someone else. This time, actually, I think that opticians is where they said I needed trifocals. So that's going to be a really interesting and fun experience. So yeah, there you go. I just thought you might really enjoy that. But also the same has happened with all sorts. Like at some point, a doctor said if I didn't take my gallbladder out, I'd be dead within 6 months. And I got up and walked out and was like, I'm not going to believe this. Like, I'm not believing that. How would you know that? No one can know that. No one can know that. Anyway, it was just a thing that happened. And, and by the way, that was 21 years ago. So I'm just sharing these things because you have a choice. We all have a choice. We have many choices, but in this present now moment, you have an amazing choice. And that is, who do you want to be? What do you want to experience? And as you wake up to I am, as you wake up to knowing that you're the dreamer of your dream, you are your dream, and you're also the dreamed. So you're the dreamer, you're also your dream and everyone in it. Your life is a dream. It's an illusion. It's a dream, and you're dreaming it, but you're also dreaming all of the dream figures that are in your dream. And you're also the dream. You're the dreamer, the dreamed, and the dream. So anything in your dream can be shifted, chosen, changed, decided. And when you decide something, just like in the morning when you go, I decide I'm going to have a shower. I decide that I'm now financially free. And when you decide, it is your decision that is changing your entire dream. Your decision changes your dream. Your dream's not outside of you. Your life's not outside of you. You're not separate to your life. You're dreaming it. Check what decisions you are making. And make sure you decide that you now are who you want to be. And that it now is how you choose.